In this video, I'm going to show you how to add a new light source into your scene. So, after you have your rendered layers and stuff, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create a new layer. In that layer, I'm going to add color into it. So, I think I want to give this like a bright purple color to my design. For the most part, depending on how you paint, you may or you may not be able to change the natural highlights and shadows in your scene. But it's best to just follow where the highlights are in your scene, unless you want to do some extra work to darken up where things are on other sides. Then what you want to do is you want to choose a brush that really works. Since we're just trying to get a soft, clean blend on this, I'm going to go with a soft round brush with a hardness of 0, and I'm going to bring the opacity down really low. Right now I only have it at like 18. And I brought my brush kind of large, but I want to make sure that I don't accidentally paint in the background because that's going to make it look weird. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a selection of only my shape. So I'm command clicking the icon, the layer thumbnail, so that it creates a selection that only exists wherever that object is. And I'm making sure that I am working on a new layer. So all I'm going to do is very lightly, and I might even want to go lighter than that, bring this down to 8%, I'm going to start painting in the color that I want over those highlights, because that's the only area where that light is really hitting it. I want to make sure that I get, for the most part, where my light is coming from heavily to the right. I'm going to make my brush a little bit smaller so I can get this small area that's right on the edge and tip of my apple stem. Now that looks pretty good, but it's not complete yet. Then what you're going to do is you're going to make your color a little bit brighter, and I go a little bit higher. And you're going to go over the center just again. And you're going to build this up in a couple of layers. Then I'm going to push it really far over to this like really bright hot pink. And you're going to go a little bit smaller. Try not to get all the way out to the edges because we want the color to fade into those colors. I'm going to catch those highlights that were on that apple stem. Now that's looking pretty good. A nice blush. Now, if you want to, something that can make this look really nice, if you come to your layers and you play around with your blending properties, you can kind of see that it adds different effects on how the top layer blends down with the lower layers. Some of these look kind of weird, but the ones that you're going to want, since you're adding in highlights, are the lighter ones. So lighten, screen, color dodge, linear color add, or lighten color. I kind of like how the lighten is working. It's making it look really bright and luminous. But I think because it's trying to only add the lighter bits, that I can add a little bit more of the light pink as well as the solid pink into there. And I can play around with the opacity too if I don't want it to be too much. But I really like how this is looking. So I'm going to hit those highlights just a little bit more to brighten them out. And I think I'm going to add a little bit more of that, those bright purples in certain areas to make it seem almost neon. And you can do this with a variety of lights. It didn't have to be pink. It could be yellow. And if you find that you don't like the light that you're using, you can color adjust that entire layer. And when you're happy, or if you want to blend over or use like the smudge brush or things like that, you can, and you can also merge those layers together. So that is adding new light sources and highlights over a design that already has some colors.